and welcome to another episode of Sonny and Rodney living in Zihuatanejo, Mexico. Today is just another one of my fun and informational videos about things that we have encountered since we've been here, and hopefully it provides some valuable information and some insight into the things that we've discovered since we've been here. So let's start off with what happened this week. We were in bed about a week and a half ago, and we have three little dogs, as y'all know, and Coco and Biscuit like to get on the bed at night and roll around and play and do whatever. And so Rodney and I were laying in bed and we saw these little teeny little brown bugs, and I was like, what in the world is that? And I was born and raised in Idaho, so I know what a bed bug looks like. I know what a tick looks like. I know what, most insects look like. But they were very small and just, a few, not like an infestation or like hundreds of thousands of bugs or anything like that, so don't panic. But come to find out, when I picked one of the little bugs up, it's a flea. And so it was really interesting because my dogs are not around any other animals here. They are either in our house or they're down. We take them down to an area where they can run and play, which they're not around any other dogs. And when we walk them, we don't walk them by anything where they could get a flea or a tick or anything. So we don't know where they came from, but they got some fleas. Needless to say, we went to the veterinary and picked them up some Simparica Trio, and each one of them was treated for fleas, and then they got a flea bath, and then they got the little oil that goes on the neck that repels fleas and ticks to make sure that we got rid of anything that they had, which is kind of no different than what we did when we lived in Vancouver, because in Vancouver it was so wet and moist all the time that we had fleas in the grass, so we always had to make sure we treated them. We didn't know we would have to do that here, but here we are. So we treated them just like we would if we were in the States. All the fleas are gone. Like I said, there was just a few, but anytime you have one or two fleas, you could have hundreds or thousands of fleas. So good thing we caught it early. And then I spent the next 2 days doing nothing but disinfecting and cleaning our house from top to bottom, which was probably needed anyway, because who knows who lived here, before us and what they did in the house. But we have marble floors, and so I ended up cleaning and washing everything, and we have a steamer, and so I steamed all the furniture, I steamed all the curtains, I steamed all the floors, because steam, kills frickin' everything. And our washing machine is a washer and dryer combo, and it also has a steam setting on it. And man, let me tell you, if you put something on steam clean in that washer, when you open it up, you can't touch it. I mean, it is that hot that you can't take the item out of the washing machine. So our house has been disinfected from top to bottom, thank goodness. We have no more bug infestation. I don't think you can call it an infestation, but that's what I'm going to call it. 3 or 4 bugs is more than I would like to see in the house. I'm just gonna call myself the Orkin woman from now on, since that seemed to be my job for the past couple days. But we're all good. So if y'all want to come visit, you won't have to sleep with fleas or ticks or bed bugs or anything. Let me see what else this week. Rodney and I go golfing, as y'all know, every Friday. We love the fact that we get to interact with the locals when we go out on the golf course, and all the, the pros and the cart guys and everybody know who I am. And this week we learned we live in an area called El Ujal, not El Hual. And if you don't enunciate it correctly, then people don't know where you live. So every single day we're trying to learn something new to integrate into the culture and to, learn things in our neighborhood and people and places. We walk every day. The other day we walked 6 miles, which, let me just say, it was hot as hell. And we walked, and I definitely knew we had walked 6 miles after. But on our little trek, we walked by this little store where these older gentlemen hang out in front drinking cervezas all the time. Well, they've seen us walk so much that at this point they know that we live in the area. and one of the guys was a little tipsy, and he came out and said, "Oh, you're Americans, and welcome to the neighborhood, and we know you live here now." And it was really kind of a nice little interaction, which was real fun and encouraging. And everybody here has really been fantastic to us. Um, I think the one thing that is really interesting to me is the Americans. And I just don't even know sometimes even how to react. Oftentimes I just don't. I just look at people like, "Are you stupid?" We went the other day and had brunch, and we go to this one little restaurant, and one of the Americans in the restaurant, when they were ordering, said to the wait staff, "Well, how am I supposed to order if the menu isn't in English?" Well, you live in Mexico. Um, are all of the menus in the US in English? Or, you know, if a Hispanic person comes from Mexico, they can't read the menus in the US either. So you just have to learn the language. I mean, that's your responsibility as an American choosing to live in a foreign country. If you were in France, you need to learn to speak French. If you're in Spain, you need to speak Spanish. If you're in Italy, you need to speak Italian. I mean, come on, catch a clue. I mean, are you stupid? So I've been a little irritated the past couple weeks because it appears to me that there are a lot of entitled Americans over here who think that if they have, a dollar to their name, that entitles them to treat people differently or inappropriately, or demand that the people in this country accommodate their needs. No, you chose to move here. And if you chose to move here, you need to adjust accordingly. I'm just going to say that out loud. And, I don't know who the hell um, told people from a foreign country that they can come somewhere and act like they deserve to be treated like royalty, but it's just not true. Look, you need to figure it out. If you can't come to a country and assimilate and learn and make an effort to become a part of the culture, then you need to take your ass back home. I'm just going to say it out loud. I'm done. That's the reason that we don't interact with a lot of expats here, is because the entitlement that most foreigners feel, we just don't subscribe to. We want to meet genuine, nice people who, regardless of what your background is, you are just, trying to accomplish something over here and live your best life. So I guess that's kind of my soapbox for this week. This video, look, I have on clothes this week. I know last week you guys probably got like an OnlyFans feel because you thought I didn't have on any clothes, but that's a whole different video. But I hope you all have a nice week. Come visit. We're bug free. Talk to you soon. Bye.